Are you still renting? If so, please stick around and watch this video in its entirety. You will not be disappointed. I don't have to tell you this. You're throwing away money every single month. Yes, you're losing money by renting. And these are 3 ways in which you're losing money by renting a house or apartment every single month. The first way, you're paying somebody else's mortgage payment. You're missing out on the appreciation that the property gives the owner. Appreciation is simply the value added to the property. You're missing out in 2 ways. One, you're adding appreciation by paying down the debt, your rent every single month, and you're missing out on the appreciation because housing in Charlotte has drastically increased in price the past 5 years. I have a client who bought a home in 2014. They recently sold that home and bought a bigger home. But when they sold that home just a couple weeks ago, they walked away with over $65,000 in their pocket. In just 5.5 years, they gained that much appreciation just by owning the home. You're missing out if you're paying rent. The second way you're missing out if you're paying rent is because tenants don't get to freeze their monthly expenses like homeowners can. Many homeowners get a fixed rate mortgage, so they know exactly what their home expenses are going to be every single year. If you're renting, yes, your landlord might be nice and you might be able to have the same rent for 2 years, but chances are they're going to increase their rent year after year. Anywhere from 2 to 10% year after year, you're going to be paying more money. Quick example, I have a townhouse in Uptown Charlotte. Now, the rent for that townhouse in 2010 was $1,000 a month. Now, the rent for that same exact townhouse that I'm charging is $1,700 a month. Just think about that. In 10 years, the rent for that same apartment or townhouse in Uptown Charlotte went up $700. Just think about what you could be doing with that extra $700 every single month if you had a fixed house payment, if you had a mortgage. The third way renters are missing out is because they don't get to take advantage of the tax advantages of home ownership. When you own a home, you get a tax deduction for your interest cost. That literally saves homeowners thousands of dollars every single year in taxes. I've been in real estate for over 10 years as a real estate attorney, a real estate investor, and a real estate agent. And I've talked to quite a bit of renters in that time frame. And the commonality I hear from them is 2 things on why they believe they can't buy a house right now. First, they believe they need a large lump sum payment or a huge down payment to buy a home. And then the second thing that is their challenge is their credit. Now let's address both of those things because I want you, if you're renting, to become a homeowner. Interest rates are at historic lows right now. There's absolutely no reason you should be paying anybody else's mortgage. If you're making a monthly payment on a home, it should be your home and it should be your mortgage. First, let's get into the fact that people think you need thousands of dollars for a down payment. However, that is just not the case nowadays. There are 100% loans, such as the USDA loan. And if you have good credit and a decent job, you can get a mortgage with as little as 2 to 3% down payment. And I'm not even going to address all the different grant programs that the Charlotte area has to offer, where they give anywhere from $7,000 to $30,000 for down payment assistance. That's a whole nother video. Please check my YouTube page out. I go over different programs that offer those kind of grants to home buyers. Back to the topic right now. With today's mortgage finance plans, you may be surprised to find out how much home you can afford with monthly payments as similar or cheaper than what you're currently paying in rent. Now, I'll be blunt with you. You may have to move outside of Charlotte proper. You may have to look at houses in Gaston County, Cabarrus County, Union County, but with 85, 45, and 77, all those highways, everything in the Charlotte area is just about 30 to 40 minutes away. So moving to one of those counties is not a big deal, especially if we're talking about moving to one of those counties for a house you own that you can call your own and that you're going to be able to earn money from. Just imagine this right here. Let's say you're renting a home in Charlotte for $1,600 a month. Please look at this right here. You could be buying a home for $285,000 in Belmont, North Carolina. That's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home with 2,100 square feet and a great backyard. You could be making the same monthly payment for a house that's yours as opposed to paying rent every single month to somebody else. Renters, I want you to know that buying a home is not as easy as everybody makes it out to be, but it is not as challenging as you may think either. Yes, with anything that's worth having or worth achieving, there will be hurdles to jump over, but with the proper planning, we can get you in the right position so you can be on the track for home ownership. If you have any questions about buying a property, or for you sellers out there that already own a property, if you're watching, if you're thinking about buying or selling, please reach out to my team and I. We would love to help you. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and leave a comment or a question. It helps my channel grow and allows us to reach more people. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope this was helpful to you. Talk soon.